I'm bringing love here to this conversation. I'm honored to be amongst you all. You go in with ideas and strategies, but you also listen to come up with it. And that's been an approach that I felt like I've been doing in the activist work. I can't go to somebody's community and tell them.
Totally.
So I'm listening. For your generation, what do you think about self-care?
Yeah.
Or what would be some of the things that you would feel is self-care for you?
Yeah.
Currently, I feel like mental health and emotional health is self-care right now because of the COVID and everything else. It put a lot of pressure on our students. So right now, I feel like our mental health is a big part of us taking care of ourselves.
One of the things that we've been reimagining in Newark is how do we reimagine self-care, where it's not just meditation, yoga, reading, but it's meditation, yoga, reading, and it's voting, and thinking about civic engagement, and thinking about how we as people are showing up in the political process so that we are appropriately taken care of.
I had a student cabinet, a teacher's cabinet, and a parent cabinet. Before we did anything big in DCPS, we took it to each of those groups, and usually the students had the best ideas.
For me, it would be saying that students and children can have an opinion and it can help out the adult world so that other people can have our point of views of how we feel about our school education and how it can be improved.
It's really powerful. I totally agree that, and not just being part of the conversation, but being part of the co-creation process, right? Like really being able to have input.
One of the other ways I see us thinking about, authenticity and how we're able to push showing up as your true selves is making a more capital investment in our parents, in our families.
A lot of what I learned when I was at DCPS is the people closest to the problem usually have the best solutions, right? But parents are, and you said this to me earlier when we were talking, parents are children's first teacher, right? If parents and schools don't co-create and collaborate in really meaningful ways, then kids are not getting the best.
I know for sure, like, me getting to travel outside of Chicago was the beginning to my true, education.
Yeah.
You start to learn different things about the world and kind of see the world is bigger than just your neighborhood, it's bigger than your city, it's bigger than this country too.
God has opened me up to a lot of different things that I can do in my life to improve my education and improve my way of ethics and work. I feel like I personally go to school to get my work done, and then every other class that I have to see what my passions are.
Our obligation, I think, is to expose kids to as many of these experiences as possible, especially if their families can't, right? So the whole reductionist practice of taking things away in school so that you can drill and kill kids is like you can't remediate kids to greatness, right? You remediate kids to death. You have to inspire kids to greatness.
It's just amazing to be here in such a sort of supportive environment to talk about Black excellence in education and hear everyone's perspectives.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
It's a family affair.
Yes, absolutely.
It is.